Los geht's in der dritten Liga, live bei Magenta Sport. Präsentiert von bwin. Das ist unser Spiel.
Good afternoon and welcome to live coverage of the Dritte Liga, the third league in Germany. We're coming down to the business end of the season now, as we have Rot-Weiss Essen versus Waldhof Mannheim. So it's a key match in the relegation battle for Rot-Weiss Essen, as they look to keep distance between themselves and the bottom four, but it will be tough against Waldhof Mannheim, who may feel they still have a chance of promotion. So Christoph Dabrowski's side come into this currently 15th Essen. 5 points clear of 17th place Bayreuth at the moment. They could climb as high as 11th though with a win, which is not too bad for a promoted side. They will be very happy if they are mid-table on their return to the Dritte Liga. However, a loss would put them right in the relegation battle. As for Waldhof Mannheim, who get us underway in the dark jerseys, Christian Neidhart's side, who is a ex-Rot-Weiss Essen coach. They are currently 7th, even though they have the worst defence outside the bottom 5. They're a team who are superb at home. They have the best record in the Dritte Liga, but they're poor away from home. Only 3 wins and 2 draws, losing the rest. And only 20 goals scored. So could be an interesting matchup today, as it looks as though Waldhof Mannheim looking to get off to a quick start here. Rot-Weiss Essen fans, they're not treated to too much entertainment at home. A poor scoring record here for the team, only 5 wins all season long, 7 draws, with only 37 goals scored and conceded in total. That's a real dearth, you'd have to say. And the team has only scored 5 goals in the last 5 matches. They did manage to score one last time out in a 2-1 loss to Dynamo Dresden. Belinski, their top scorer, getting that one. They lost 2-1 in the end, and there was a late red card for the defender Rothe, who is suspended for today, alongside Herzenbruch. But luckily for them, their captain Bastians is in. He was a doubt for this game, but they will need him. Well, the main news for Waldhof Mannheim is that the player Schnatterer announced his retirement at the end of the season in the week. He will be returning to his previous club, Heidenheim, as a youth coach in the summer. And they'll be looking to their top scorer, Martinovic, who has 9 goals, looking to go into double figures today to win this game for them. Last time out, they beat Freiburg 2, the second team for Freiburg, by 2-1. 2 late goals there from Wagner and Bahn. Turned it around and kept them in the promotion hunt. They're just on the edge of that battle. But they've got off to a good start here in the opening 2.5 minutes. This is the first corner of the game, to be swung in left-footed. Referee just seeing a little bit of pushing and shoving in there, as Bahn and Bastians just clashing. Can Essen defend this corner? Well, it's not brilliant defending, but in the end they've got it away. Martinovic helping out back there. And now an Essen man down. It is Bastians. As the ball was hooked away, just caught. As the reverse fixture was a bit of a shock for Waldhof Mannheim, as Rot-Weiss Essen picked up the away win. That's one of the few home losses that Waldhof Mannheim have suffered this season, by 2-1. 2 early goals from Belinski won it for them. Martinovic got one back, as Segert was sent off for Mannheim late on in the game. However, it's Waldhof Mannheim who've got off to the better start here, the opening 4 minutes, trying to control the game from the off, the away team. Jankowski just passing back here. Jans, the right back. As this is a very important match. If you look at the league table, both sides look as though they don't have much to play for, but the Dritte Liga is so tight. Martinovic just taking a knock here on the sidelines. Just caught there by Römling. As we come up to 5 minutes played, goalless, no real chances as yet. Waldhof Mannheim continuing their quick start here. Now Schnatterer just getting hold of the ball there. The veteran. And at the moment, Rot-Weiss, Essen unable to find Berlinski. Just beaten in the air with the high ball there. And there's finally a ball up towards the attackers, but as I say that, the flag is raised against Engelmann. Offside position, good line there from Waldhof Mannheim, really squeezing up as well early on. As the ball played out towards the right-hand side for Jans, now heading it back in field. And that's a mistake there from the midfielder Vanderich of Rot-Weiss Essen. The ball clipped into the box here, and a good defensive header clear into the corner here. And Schnatterer will try and get the long throw into the box. It's almost like a corner situation here. The black and blue shirts packing the box here. 7th minute. In comes the throw. It's headed away and will go out for the corner. Good early pressure from Waldhof Mannheim. Schnatterer will swing this corner in. Can he find one of his teammates? It's flicked on by the defender at the near post, and then the clearance is completed. Will surely come straight back at them, although Mannheim deciding to go back to Bartels in goal. Under very little pressure here as he makes the long clearance out towards the left-hand side. Now Wiegel, the ball forward. Cross here for the captain, Bastians. Römling. Oh, great atmosphere in the stadium here between two sides who are very traditional at this level. Big history, both of them. There's the flick there. Just looking for Kefkir. Too far ahead of him. Easy defending for Jans just to let that one go out of play for the throw. The up and under from Essen here, headed away. Looking there for Sohm on the right hand side. And as we see Riedel under a little bit of pressure there from Engelmann. And Rot-Weiss Essen here just starting to move their way up the pitch. Yet to really construct an attack in this opening 9 minutes. As it looks like Kefkir is going to launch this one into the box. It's a high one, and it's not been dealt with in the first instance. In the end, though, the keeper, Bartels, doing well to claim. As play flies up the other end now. Chance for a long-range shot, perhaps. Just keeping the ball, playing it out towards the right-hand side for Schnatterer. Now the next cross, good shape to it. Rot-Weiss Essen is being pushed back again here. Whenever Waldhof Mannheim have the ball, they've looked dangerous in this opening 10 minutes. This is Jans. The ball towards Schnatterer. He wants the throw in. He doesn't get it. Römling to take. Now Römling again. The ball up towards midfield, but it's picked up here by Malakovsky, and it looked as though that high ball, just a clash between him and Eisfeld, I believe it is. Yes, the former Arsenal youngster. And 10 minutes gone and goalless. Pressure coming from Waldhof Mannheim. No clear-cut opportunities as yet, despite a number of corners being won by the away side. And the long ball forward, looking into that right-hand channel. Some defending to do here for Bastions, and he's just given a shove there by Sohm. He's having a chat with the referee. The decision was inevitable in the end. And as we see Christoph Dabrowski on the sidelines, little bit concerned here, the Rot-Weiss Essen coach, with the start that his team have made. However, their defensive shape has been sound when the ball has come into the box. As they come on the attack here, but it's just those little balls coming into the final third. Engelmann there, playing it out for the throw-in. They've just not been able to really put any sustained pressure on Waldhof Mannheim in this opening period. That's a fine ball, sprayed out towards the left-hand side for Waldhof Mannheim. Deep ball in. And Schnatterer was running to try and keep it in. In the end, it's just a goal kick. As we see Christian Neidhardt, as I said at the start of the programme, an ex-Rot-Weiss Essen coach. He had a huge role last season in getting them promoted before he was fired coming towards the end of the season after a poor run of form, which put their promotion in jeopardy. In the end, he's picked up the coaching reins of Waldhof Mannheim. Let's see that as an upward step anyway. Bartels. Long ball here up towards Sohm. He couldn't bring it under control. And Rot-Weiss Essen have the chance to go on the attack down the right-hand side here. A lot of their attacks have come down the left, trying their luck now. Long diagonal ball. Fandrich. And the delivery into the box is just deflected on its way in. And we see there Berlinski trying the spectacular, but the foul given against him for high boot. Eisfeld with the ball in. And yeah, we can see it was dangerous play. Loop down the other end. Winkler trying to make something of it, but there's a man down for Waldhof Mannheim. He's being caught there. The Waldhof Mannheim man. And we see the away fans in full voice, and Plenty of fans in the stadium here. Great atmosphere. As Rot-Weiss Essen fans roaring their team on. Trying to get them out of their shells here at the moment. In the opening quarter of an hour as Sorm gets back to his feet. Looks a little bit shaken. Tarnat's there just coming over to have a check on him. Referee gets the thumbs up to continue. As Rios Alonso gets the ball rolling again, passing back to Goltz. And again. Bastians. Eisfeld winning that aerial challenge, but unable to get the team further up the pitch as they lose possession. Kefkir trying to keep that in. He managed to do so. There's no one really bringing the ball under control at the moment. And that's the first quarter of an hour gone. And despite all the dominance from Waldhof Mannheim, no big chances as yet in this game. As though Rot-Weiss Essen have set themselves up to be difficult to beat today. A point would probably suit them, to be honest. That would put them 6 points clear then of Bayreuth, who are in the relegation zone. With 6 matches to play in the Dritte Liga for Waldhof Mannheim. They need to get points on the board ASAP. Stands there 10 points behind the second team of Freiburg, who are third. Of course, they can't get promotion. That would mean that Saarbrücken would go into the playoff spot, and they're only 4 points above Mannheim as it stands with this 0-0 draw. So all to play for. Wiesbaden also on 62 points, same as Freiburg 2, so it's still open at the top of the Dritte Liga and very, very tight at the bottom. So the next long throw opportunity for Rot-Weiss Essen. It's flicked on, and perhaps a chance here for Essen if they play their cards right. The ball comes in, it's blocked, and away. They were appealing for a handball. No chance of that, never going to get it. Rather in hope more than expectation, I believe. Yes, perhaps that will just give Rot-Weiss Essen a lift. They managed to put a couple of dangerous balls into the box there in that flurry. This is Brömling. Forward with his left foot, up towards Berlinski. Again, the ball just not sticking to him at the moment. Although the ball is sloppily given away by the Waldhof Mannheim defence. They've picked it up straight away again, though. Schnatterer trying to play it. And in the end, there's the offside flag raised against Martinovic. It's been a very competitive yet very tactical game so far. Essen trying to tempt in Waldhof Mannheim by the looks of it. Waldhof Mannheim quite happy to have possession of the ball and put the pressure on their opponents. Throw in for Jans. Referee seeing a foul. go again. Here's Alonso. Tarnat. Essen just starting to get their passing game together here. To say that the long ball doesn't find its destination. Mannheim coming forward again with a good challenge in midfield. The ball loops up here and Essen should regain it. Long ball forward again and smashed forward on the clearance there from Malakovsky, straight into his own man. Oh, 10 losses away from home for Waldhof Mannheim. That's really damaged their promotion push. If they could have just improved their away form this season, they'd be well up there, as their home form is fantastic. It's a different story away from home there. They've settled well here. Having said that, chance perhaps for Eisfeld, as the defender just stepping in there. And now spraying the ball forward for Waldhof Mannheim. It will come all the way through though for Goltz. Right on 20 minutes. Andrich. Ball back to Bastians. Alonso. Just pushing up into midfield. Getting the ball again on the right-hand side. Forced back though to the keeper Goltz, who's come just outside his box. Rot-Weiss Essen need to be a little bit braver in possession. As Tarnat again passes backwards. Crossfield ball attempt there from Rios Alonso, just slipped as he took it on, but he's managed to intercept the next pass forward from Waldhof Mannheim. Recovering well. As there's a little mix-up in midfield there. Essen almost giving the ball away. As there's a man down again for Waldhof Mannheim. In fact, now the Essen man going down as well. A couple of stoppages in the opening quarter of this game. Bahn is one player down for Waldhof Mannheim. It's been in the wars so far today. It's also Fandrich who went down, but everything seems fine with him. So away we go again. The throw in from Jans to Riedel. The crossfield ball looking to open up the pitch here for Waldhof Mannheim. And almost caught in possession there in midfield. Essen doing well on the press. And the ball clipped forwards and just a little bit too much on it there from Fandrich. In the end, free kick given the way of Waldhof Mannheim for that challenge there anyway from Römling. And the ball sprayed forward for Mannheim again to come on the attack. Heavy touch from Martinovic. And, well, just like Berlinski, they're the two danger men, but they just haven't got into the game as yet. As Bahn thought he had a run through there at the defence, but The referee calling it back for a foul. Rumling. Eisfeld there was looking for the free kick, doesn't get it. Managed to get possession there with the flick. Waldhof Mannheim harrying Essen very well here, but it's the volleyed ball in. It's unconventional. Kefkir across towards Belinski, and in the end, it's a big save from the keeper, Bartels. Well, best chance of the game so far. It's a wonderful cross from Kefkir, and doing really well there was Belinski. In the end, it's a double save from Bartels. Engelmann it was who had the follow-up opportunity there. Was denied by Bartels, but that will give Rot-Weiss Essen a real lift. 25 minutes in, that's the best chance of the game. Now some defending for Rot-Weiss Essen to do from this free kick. Rossipal swings it in, it's a good take as well. And the attempted header across is taken by Goltz. It was Wagner who tried to set up one of his teammates for an attempt there. But good alert keeping from Goltz as the game has just started to open up here. Next ball out towards the right-hand side. Bit of a heavy touch there from Schnatterer. And Belinski stretching every sinew to try and bring the ball down. Couldn't make any contact with it. Mannheim just popping the ball about. There's a man down for them. Play continues though. There's Schnatterer, I think it is back on his feet now. Ball drilled into the box, away by Rot-Weiss Essen. Schnatterer just beaten to that one. Engelmann. And the long ball up the park towards Belinski, chesting it down. That's better from him. And finding the ball forward to Eisfeld as well. Out towards the right-hand side. Plenty of white shirts forward if they choose to cross the ball in here. But the momentum has rather gone out of the attack here for the home side. The coach, though, will be happy that they kept possession, as in the end they have to concede the throw-in due to an injury. Treatment needed here. It's Wiegel, who looks as though he's just been caught on the top of the foot. I think he's okay to continue. Wiegel, just the thumbs up there from the physios. As Krzysztof Dabrowski will now be a little bit happier with the performance of his team, forcing Bartels into a double save a couple of minutes ago. It all came from a very inventive volleyed cross from Kevkir. It looked as though it was perhaps a little bit too long for Belinsky. Still managed to squeeze a shot in with his back to goal. It was saved, and then on the follow-up, Engelmann unable to beat Bartels. And Goltz with the drop kick upfield. And it's turned into a good ball as well as Belinsky gets into the box here, and of course he's going to take it on from there, the number 9. Decent attempt as well, just couldn't quite keep it down enough. It was an explosive effort there from the Rot-Weiss Essen striker. As at the other end, the ball ends up in the back of the net. Straight down the other end, and it's Schnatterer of all people. Well, he announced his retirement in the week, and he's on the score sheet today. Absolutely incredible. Well, Goltz couldn't hold the shot. Let's have another look at it here. It seemed to come out of nothing. Martinovic laying it off, and he's just stretching for it. It's a shot to nothing really from Schnatterer, and he manages to get it past the keeper. It has to go down as an error from Goltz. Well, 1-0 to Waldhof Mannheim, and that comes after that decent spell from Rot-Weiss Essen. That's only his first goal of the season as well. Perhaps he will put the retirement plans on ice. As we see a clash down at the other end now, Rot-Weiss Essen will be putting everything into getting the equaliser as quickly as possible. Kevkir just being caught. Frustration for Dubrovsky on the sidelines. And his team go 1 down at home. Can they recover though? In 33rd minute. This will be an almost immediate reply from Rot-Weiss Essen if they can find the back of the nets here. Plenty of options in the box. Kevkir just lurking outside as Eisfeld lines this one up. Well, there's going to be a change here as in the end Wiegel does have to give up the ghost. He is replaced by Sponsel. Well, that's a bit of a blow for Essen, a double blow in fact after falling behind. To lose the right back. In the meantime, Eisfeld with the delivery. It's not been dealt with. However, the referee pointing the way of Waldhof Mannheim for a free kick. Push in there from Engelmann. So in the table it looks a little healthier for Waldhof Mannheim. That means they're only 2 points now behind Saarbrücken and Dynamo Dresden in 4th and 5th respectively. For Essen into 15th spot. and only 5 points clear of Bayreuth. Still a long way to go though. Just over 10 minutes to go before the break for Essen to level matters. Schnatterer, the goal scorer, will take this corner. An incredible story. What a script that is to announce your retirement, then score in the very next game. As it's an outswinger, it's well cleared for the corner. Schnatterer with the next take, and again it's good defending from Rot-Weiss Essen. Bielinski here, just caught in the corner. His attempted clearance is charged down, and then he's fouled as the ball was played towards his keeper, Goltz. Solm just with the high boot to trip him. As it's another ball swept forwards here by Rot-Weiss Essen, out towards Kefkir. And the flag goes up against him. Not happy with the decision at all there. As here is the goal. Martinovic sliding it into the path here of Schnatterer. Just gets there ahead of the defender. And Goltz can't hold it. I don't think he was expecting a shot to be squeezed in there. But still, he's got to make the save, surely. Essen were caught out there, having gone on the attack. Bielinski had a shot just moments before. The ball all the way back here to Bartels. Clearance into midfield. A loose bit of play there. As Römling is called into action. Just caught on his heels slightly as the ball was looped into midfield there. Chipped forward down the right-hand side, cleared for the throw to Rot-Weiss Essen. Away throw, sent bouncing downfield, volleyed away by Mannheim. Kefkir just going across to the other side of midfield for a while. Try his luck there. Martinovic though conceding the free kick, and Rot-Weiss Essen sending everyone up for this one. Eisfeld and Kefkir standing over it. And it comes. It's half dealt with by Mannheim. Ball comes back in again, and that will be a corner for Rot-Weiss Essen. Cheer goes up around the stadium. Engelmann winning it there. Eisfeld again. He's driven in. It was a very good take, but Waldhof Mannheim getting there as there's pressure over on the sidelines. Engelmann thought the ball would drift out of play, making something of it though. There's the Mannheim midfielder just trying to get across as another enormous throw comes in, flicked on by a Mannheim defender. And Bartels will take that very happily indeed. And he tries to find Martinovic out on the right-hand side. Rumling with a lot of defending to do. Throw for Jans. Misplaced pass there, straight out of play from Rot-Weiss Essen. Both teams getting through an awful lot of work here. Belinsky with the layoff here in midfield. Waldhof Mannheim, you'd have to say, deserved their 1-0 lead, despite Rot-Weiss Essen making the first two big chances of the game for Belinsky. However, in general, Waldhof Mannheim have controlled this one with 5 minutes to go before the break. That's 10 minutes since they took the lead through Schnatterer. A step from Goltz just to let the ball slip through his fingers. Kefkir, this clever little ball for Rumling, couldn't take it on board though. A chance to counter here perhaps for Waldhof Mannheim. Schnatterer though, blasting the ball straight into Tarnat there. Schnatterer trying just to turn that one around the corner. And it came off the defender last for a throw. Ball across towards the left here for Waldhof Mannheim. Just a couple of minutes remaining on the clock before half-time. There will be a minute or two to be added on, I would expect. A couple of injuries in this first half. Wiegel having to go off just after the goal was scored for Rot-Weiss Essen. Another blow for them, Sponsel coming on. Jans all the way back here to the back line. Riedel. Ball up for Martinovic, looking for the quick ball. Flicked on towards Schnatterer. Dealt with though by Rumling. As Waldhof Mannheim at the moment, they seem quite happy with this 1-goal lead. Coming up towards the break. Don't need to go flying forward. Volleyed towards the left for them. Keeping possession well. As I say that, it's lost. It's typical. Fandrich now for Rot-Weiss Essen towards the right. Surely Christoph Dabrowski will make changes at half-time. Perhaps not personnel-wise. He'll want his team to be pushing forward a little bit more than they have done. As the long throw comes in from Sponsel. Cleared, and this looks like an interesting counter-attack for Waldhof Mannheim. In the end though, Martinovic just running into trouble. And it's played back down the other end here. And it's an offside flag raised against Bastions, who had stayed up there. As we go into the final minute of the first half, with Waldhof Mannheim leading here at Rot-Weiss Essen. The goal coming from Schnatterer, who announced he will retire in the summer and return to Heidenheim as part of the coaching staff. And wouldn't you know it, the next match he gets his first goal of the season. A little bit of battling going on the far side of the field. Throw in the end for Waldhof Mannheim. Municipal. As there will be 1 minute of time added on. Perhaps not as much as I thought. But not much longer here until we will go into the dressing rooms at the break. There's a little bit of back injury there for Martinovic in winning this late free kick in the half. This will probably be the final action. Mannheim deserved their lead. It's a narrow one, just got their noses in front. It's after the half hour. Schnatterer, the goal scorer, may well feed this one into the box. Rossipal makes the signal and takes the free kick. The header, though, is flicked well wide of the goal. And that should be that. That is half-time. Waldhof Mannheim then leading 1-0 at Rot-Weiss Essen at half-time. Join us in about 15 minutes or so to see if they can hold on to that lead. Welcome back to the second half of this Dritte Liga match between Rot-Weiss Essen and Waldhof Mannheim. The half-time scoreline is 1-0 to the away side. Schnatterer getting the goal just after the half hour. It was a first half controlled by Waldhof Mannheim. They deserved their lead, but it came just after a good spell from Rot-Weiss Essen. And now we will see what the relegation candidates are made of here in this second half. They're just outside the relegation zone. They want to distance themselves from that battle with 3 points today. For Waldhof Mannheim, they want to put themselves in the promotion hunt coming towards the end of the season as Essen get us underway in the white shirts for the second half. They've made a half-time change, taking off their captain Bastians by the looks of it and bringing on Kuruma. They need to go on the attack more in this second half. Didn't really cause too much of a problem for Waldhof Mannheim, who had a lot of possession. But now they know that they are behind coming into this second half. And it's the second change for Rot-Weiss Essen as well, as Wiegel was forced off just after the goal came. Sponsel coming on for him. So we'll change at the back for Rot-Weiss Essen, unfortunately for them. As a man has gone down already for Waldhof Mannheim in an early challenge here in the opening minute to the half. And just slipping there, coming in. And it's a really uncomfortable one. Winkler just feeling the full brunt of that one, but he's going to try and run it off. So important match this at both ends of the table. Waldhof Mannheim remain in 7th spot as the scoreline stands, but that puts them only 2 points behind Saarbrücken. Freiburg-Zwei stay in the top 3, as they are at the moment. They look quite cemented in that position. They are not allowed to go up, of course, as a second team. And it would mean a game on then for the rest of the teams just trailing in the promotion race. Mannheim level on points with Osnabrück, who are in 6th. And 2 points behind Saarbrücken and Dynamo Dresden in 4th and 5th. At the other end of the table, Rot-Weiss Essen in 15th spot, 5 clear of Bayreuth in 17th. It's a little bit jittery coming towards the end of the season with 6 matches to go after this one. Waldhof Mannheim in control of the game here. Can they keep it? Of course, they were upset at home earlier in the season by Rot-Weiss Essen, but that was due to 2 early goals from Berlinski in that game. Now Essen will need to battle back from falling behind as Eisfeld stands over this free kick. Instead, it's played in by the left footer, and it's a diving stop there by Bartels. Well, it was a long way out, but why not take it on? A spectacular stop. As Rot-Weiss Essen look to put on more of the pressure here in the second half in front of their home fans, who've been magnificent so far. Very lively atmosphere indeed. I'd like to see a replay of that free kick if possible. And here we go, it's Kefkir who took it on. Everyone was expecting Eisfeld to take that one. And we saw in the first half his creativity as he volleyed a ball into the box. That was the first real chance of the game for Berlinski. It was saved by Bartels, and then the follow-up as well straight at the keeper from Engelmann. It was all created out of nothing, really. The left winger, almost firing his team level there from that long-range free kick. Long ball towards Solm there. He's headed away. Throw in, headed straight back out of play. Waldhof Mannheim trying just to pin back Rot-Weiss Essen for a while here, 5 minutes into the second half. They've got that 1-goal lead. They can sit on it if they like, away from home. As the ball comes over from Rossipal. Volleyed further up the pitch here by Rot-Weiss Essen. As Bahn loops one forward into the box. Martinovic brings the ball down expertly and playing the 1-2, and in the end losing out as he got into the penalty area. And he's just on the fringes at the moment of the match, Martinovic. However, he did get the assist for the goal for Schnatterer, sliding the ball through. And a stretching finish from the veteran, who announced he will retire in the summer. And getting his first goal of the season as well today, as Martinovic now up against Kuruma. Came on at half-time for the captain Bastians. Schmalzel getting the ball out in the end here. No pressure for Rot-Weiss Essen to deal with now. Rossipal to take the out-swinging corner. Here he comes, it's a decent delivery, good power on it, and it ends up in the back of the net. 52nd minute, 2-0. Malakovsky. It's a superb finish. It was a great take from the corner, and it hits the back of the net with real ferocity. It's his second of the season, Malakovsky. With finishing like that, you wonder how he's not got more of a defensive player, but in these situations you'd think he'd help himself. That is a brilliant finish, hooking the ball home right into the top corner. Well, Waldhof Mannheim then well on their way to a victory away from home. They have a poor away record. It's their home record that's got them up there in the promotion race, but this is 3 very welcome points if they can keep out Rot-Weiss Essen. Well, now Rot-Weiss Essen really need to grab a hold of this game and try and come back into it. And it was a fantastic finish indeed. Perhaps an unlikely scorer. But great technique to absolutely hammer the ball into the top corner from that corner take from Rossipal. There was a lot of power on the ball as it came in. And he just needed to redirect it home from the tight angle. Rot-Weiss Essen here need to lift their chins off the floor. looking confident. They were rather passive and coming forward in the first half. And they've got to completely change their mentality here at 2-0 down at home. Still a long way to go. We're only 10 minutes into the second half. And they seem set up more for a containing job against Waldhof Mannheim. That has failed thus far. This is a bit more of a flowing move from them. Eisfeld to Kefkir, the main creator in this game. However, that deep cross will go straight to Bartels in goal. There's a yellow card being flashed here towards Sponsel, the substitute, shaking his head there. And he's just holding off the midfielder there for Waldhof Mannheim, Winkler. The referee suggesting there was a high arm in there. Still chatting away here to Winkler. Sponsel not happy with the decision. Needs to refocus here with his team 2 down at home. Bartels with the long clearance. Should be cleared by Komuno, but he's got himself into a bit of a mix-up there in the end. Helped out by the alertness of Rios Alonso. They can't afford to fall asleep at the back like that. As Martinovic now comes forward, clipping the ball in, could be free. And the chance there for Winkler. Well, he's got his head in his hands here. It's a good ball in, it's just deflected on its way through. Well, we're coming up towards the hour mark here, and no real signs for Rot-Weiss Essen that they can battle their way back into this. Just stretching there was Römling to keep it in, and he's managed to put it forward for Kefke. He's continued his run as well. It's just intercepted as he got outside the box. Oh, good work there from Schnatterer, scorer of the opener. Well, it looks as though there's a double change coming here for Rot-Weiss Essen. In Minali, one player coming on. And they've got to do something here, attacking-wise, Rot-Weiss Essen. It's not quite worked out for them. Or just throw bodies forwards here and hope for the best, really. Although Waldhof Mannheim do have the quality to tear them apart at the back if they push forward too much. Here's another example of it, as the defender there, Kuruma, doing well to make the block in the end, but they were really stretched, Rot-Weiss Essen. Now Eisfeld. Bielinski with the layoff as the momentum again has gone out of their attack, allowing Waldhof Mannheim to recover into a defensive formation. And in the end, the final ball. Here's a poor one, straight to Bartels. Well, if Waldhof Mannheim just play patiently here and break as quickly as they can, they might well get the rewards of more goals. They look the more likely team at the moment to get the next goal. And here comes the double change then for the home side. Römling is one player withdrawn, as well as Eisfeld. For Enali and Young, the American attacker. Well, they've just got to go for it here. Throw as many attackers on as possible. Hendrich has got the notes on field and passing the instructions on to his teammates. I would suggest go forward with half an hour to go. Let's have a look at what effect these two substitutions will make here. If they can turn it around, it would be a heroic performance from Rot-Weiss Essen. You've got to fancy that Waldhof Mannheim can break them down again as the ball is played out there. It's a slack ball by Koruma. Jans with the throw-in. It's gone just a little bit quieter here in the stadium, as the Rot-Weiss Essen fans perhaps starting to feel a little bit demoralised by the showing from their team. Schmatterer wins the throw. Wanted to take it quickly. In the end, just using his experience and slowing things down with his team sitting on a 2-0 cushion. Only 3 wins away all season long for Waldhof Mannheim. This would make it a very welcome 4th. And a clean sheet as well would be nice for them, as they've conceded 36 goals away from home. They've not really looked shaky at all at the back. And Schmatterer goes across to take this corner. It's another good take, but headed away. And Rios Alonso, and it could set Enali away here. Up towards the left-hand side, and he's been brought down. It's a cynical challenge. It will be a yellow card. Oh, it's Riedel who's gone into the book now. Jans is complaining about something. And let's have a look. What happened here? There's just a little shove in the back there as Enali got away. And I think that Jans feels that should be a free kick their way rather than at the other end. And the foul from Riedel was clear to see. Less obvious the one at the other end, as Riedel gets his 3rd yellow card of the season. So Kefkia again standing over this one. Tarnat as well. Might be an in-swinger or an out-swinger with just over 25 minutes to go. It will be Kefkir. It's a deep one in, and the header high and wide in the end from Rios Alonso. So it looks as though Waldhof Mannheim are going to make their first change of the game, as Schnatterer, the veteran, the man who opened the scoring here, with this stretching finish, just enough to get it into the back of the net, retiring at the end of the season. And he is replaced by Pleadle. 25-minute run out here. So a like-for-like change there from Christian Neidhardt, who will be very happy with how his team are playing here. Good game management. Take off the veteran, bring on fresh legs. As Rot-Weiss Essen try to push forward more and more, bringing on those attacking substitutions. Going for broke. Kuruma, long ball forward. Easily away by Waldhof Mannheim. Waldhof Mannheim might feel they need one more goal here just to seal the deal away from home. They're rather comfortable at the moment at 2-0 up. Thumbs up there towards the crowd from Schnatterer. Big game for him, having announced his retirement in the week, and a big goal as well for his club to get that 1-0 just after the half-hour mark. Just as Rot-Weiss Essen was starting to come on strong as well, and punishing the mistake from the home keeper Goltz as well. As we're midway through the second half here. Good anticipation there from Bartels. Playing the ball here towards the corner for Martinovic to hold it up against Rios Alonso, and he's done well to flick it past the defender. Low ball in here. The first real chance for Pleadle to show what he can do. Couldn't pick out the man in the middle. Martinovic again. Plenty of challenges flying in. Looking for handball, not going to get it as Bahn broke forward. Looking for Engelmann there, Rot-Weiss Essen. He's up there as the target man now. Nali with the throw, but it's gone the way of Waldhof Mannheim. Rot-Weiss Essen just cannot get into the match for any sustained amount of time. Waldhof Mannheim with better game management here. Watching this performance, you've got to wonder what's been going on with them away from home. Why such a poor record outside of Mannheim, and then at home the best record in the league? One of those strange things in football. And today they've been really on the money. And with 20 minutes to go, you would expect them to see this out. Across the line with the 3 points as Kefkir comes in just a little bit too strongly for the referee's liking there on Jans. An easy one here for Sponsel, just to get back to Goltz, playing their way out from the back here, Rot-Weiss Essen. Perhaps overplaying it there as they've given it away. The ball out towards the left-hand side, and another chance here. Martinovic, though, doesn't make the connection at all, really. It dribbles well wide. That was the chance of 3-0. It's a lovely little ball in from Winkler. It's those kind of combinations, though, that are really giving trouble to Rot-Weiss Essen. We've got to learn when to clear and when to play out. And we saw the ball was given away far too easily. Well, the Rot-Weiss Essen fans now trying to cheer their team on again after a bit of a lull on the sidelines. And really need the help, the 11 on the pitch. Some glum faces there in the home stands. They were expecting their team to come out flying here. Not at all. None of it. Zinali here stands over Sohm, who looks to be in some pain, rolling around. He's been caught on the back of the head there by Anali's elbow. No malice in it, although the yellow card shown in the end to the substitutes. They've got to keep their discipline here, Rot-Weiss Essen. The last thing they need is to go down to 10 men. It's his 6th yellow card of the season. Not the most aggressive player. Obviously putting it about a bit, though, this season. I'm just coming across for a word as well with him. And again, we see the Rot-Weiss Essen fans. A complete contrast to the away end. They are bouncing. A couple of whistles around the pitch here as the player gets treatment. And the replay of it again. He's caught by the high shoulder and then the elbow from Inali. Sohm, perhaps he won't be able to continue here. Looks a little bit groggy. And perhaps it would be better to withdraw him. A 2-0 up. Well, he's back onto the field, but he doesn't look like he's ready to go at all. Zinali again getting involved in something he shouldn't. Perhaps there. Giving a little shove to Rossipal. Now away we go again, though. 17 minutes to go. The long ball down the park, though, bounces out of play for a goal kick for Rot-Weiss Essen. Clearance from Goltz. Rios Alonso looking for options going forward to midfield for Young here. Kefkip to take on Jans. Just left the ball behind there for a second. Again, Rot-Weiss Essen showing they just can't keep up any momentum once they go on the attack. been their big failure so far. As Kefke gets this long throw into the box, it's flicked on. Dangerous. Can Waldhof Mannheim clear here? Well, they eventually do. It's sliced out of play for a corner there by Jans. Karuma was up there to bolster the attack and was causing some issues for the Mannheim defence. Next ball in Tarnat, and Karuma was coming in on it again. Perhaps just brushed off his forehead. With quarter of an hour to go, perhaps Rot-Weiss Essen just starting to build up ahead of steam. Is it too little too late though? As they're going to make their 5th change now of the game, bringing on Niemeyer. For Kefke, who's obviously tiring. He's been the most creative player so far. He'll be disappointed to go off with his team 2-0 down at home. So he's coming on, a little bit more experience perhaps. Krzysztof Dabrowski going all in with the 5 substitutes. Volleyed up and under by Sohm. And just losing the fly to the ball. And they've recovered well though, Waldhof Mannheim there in defence, as suddenly Bartels having to pounce on the ball. Not sure that he realised Berlinski was that close to him. Almost a ricket there from the goalkeeper. Managed to make up for his error in judgment. This is clipped towards the corner now for Waldhof Mannheim. And Karuma managing to hold off Pleadle there. Here's Young on the turn and doing well to dribble forward. That's good play. That's the kind of play that Rot-Weiss Essen need. Now Inali. And just a little shove there on the defender. He wants to play on. It's a free kick though. Well, he's got to watch himself here, Inali. Just getting annoyed by the referee's decisions. This one clear to see as he had a tug on Rossipal's shirt. Still looking rather unhappy, the home side, despite the team coming forward more often now, with 12 minutes to go. Is it going to be a grandstand finish in Essen today? In front of over 17,000 here. Great crowd on a Sunday afternoon in the Dritte Liga. Forward from Rios Alonso from the free kick. Ruma again staying up there as an auxiliary target man. And in the end though, Martinovic is never going to get on the end of that ball. Flipped on here towards Young, couldn't get there, the American. Holtz needs to hurry up here with the clearance. They're going to play out from the back again, Rot-Weiss Essen. Alonso under a little pressure now. Just trying to twist and turn past Sohm. 10 minutes to go. The seconds and minutes ticking down for Rot-Weiss Essen. It's not great news for them, this result. At least for them, Zwickau did lose 4-0 to Freiburg 2 earlier on this afternoon. For Waldhof Mannheim, it doesn't really make too much difference what Freiburg 2 do. I think they would prefer them to be in the top 3 and therefore open up 4th spot as a promotion place. At the moment they are chasing down the likes of Dynamo Dresden and Saarbrücken, just above them in the table. But they'll be looking back at this season and regretting their away record, as Martinovic just has the ball stolen from him by Kuruma. And the young defender doing well there, as on the turn it was a snapshot from Pledel. No trouble though for the goalkeeper Goltz. It was a long way out. Might have been better running the ball in towards the penalty area. As this should be nodded back towards the keeper. It's gone out of play, but the offside flag is raised anyway against Rot-Weiss Essen. Young just missed timing it. As we see Engelmann just trying to break away there, but the whistle had already gone. Just dragging him back here. More frustration for the home team. And the ball out for Rossipal. Been very disciplined in his left back position today. Normally we see him flying up and down the left wing. Young caught in possession. Kuruma spinning it out towards the right. Volleyed in here. It's a decent ball as well. And nodded down towards Inali. He's not going to get there though. Waldhof Mannheim anticipating the header down. And they just don't really look urgent enough, Rot-Weiss Essen, to try and get back into this game with 7 minutes left on the clock. Next ball in from the left, it's a low one. Riedel away. Young holding it up on the wing and allowing Pledel to come away with the ball. And it's a lovely little flick from Martinovic. He could be in on goal here. There are 2 defenders up with him. The lovely back heel, and that's 3-0. What a counter-attack that is. Winkler finishing it at the near post. As again, Rot-Weiss Essen are torn apart. That's the 3 points in the bag for the away team. Well, it's against his ex-club, just to make it even sweeter. Well, Martinovic holding it up here very cleverly. Nice run from Winkler, and he makes the finish look so easy past Goltz. Well, the operator of the manual boards here in the stadium looks very unhappy doing his job there. Rot-Weiss Essen 0, Waldhof Mannheim 3. It's his 6th goal of the season for Winkler. Had a quiet first half. Has had his real moments in this second, though. Had a chance earlier with the header wide, as we see the home fans heading home already. And it's the chance here for Taz to come on, the former Borussia Dortmund player. Ban as well coming on for a well-deserved rest. Martinovic also withdrawn. Rousseau on for the midfielder Ban. But a cracking performance this from Waldhof Mannheim. Perfectly played away from home. And Rot-Weiss Essen have no chance now, surely, of getting back into this game. It would need an enormous collapse from the away side. Just don't see that coming at all. Well, the goals today coming from Schnatterer in the first half. Added to it by Malakovsky with a lovely goal, hooking home a corner for 2-0 on 52 minutes, and then just over 5 minutes from the end, Winkler making it 3. Inali, and it's blocked there by Rossipal for the corner. And it's been a very focused performance from the away side, as Tarnat gets this corner in, half away at least. Now the shot from distance, and dear oh dear, sliced well wide by Fandrich, and is typical of Rot-Weiss Essen's performance today. They were just unable to put any pressure on Waldhof Mannheim, even at 2-0 down, with just over half an hour to go. Waldhof Mannheim, on the other hand, picking and choosing their times to push forward, and ruthless with their finishing. Had other chances as well to add to the scoreline. As there's another yellow card flashed here. The way of a Rot-Weiss Essen player is Tarnat. And you can see the frown on his face. That's his 5th yellow card. He will sit out the next match. Problems mounting here for Rot-Weiss Essen in that case. Just above the relegation zone, 5 points above Bayreuth. It's so tight down there though. It changes week by week. Just needs a little run of form to get out of trouble. As though Keita Ruel is about to come on for Waldhof Mannheim, just to see out the game here. Rot-Weiss Essen, for the run-in, are playing a lot of teams who are down there with them. They need to perform better than today. Perhaps the teams will be more on their level. Mannheim have just been a class above them today, despite their poor away record. As Winkler is coming off here, the scorer of the third, just to seal the points for his team. Keita Ruel to come on. Frenchman. And we're into the final minute as he comes on. Just running down the clock here. Somewhat Christian Neidhardt comes on with a beaming smile on his face. What a time to come on towards the end of a game with your team winning 3-0 away from home. And it's been almost a complete performance today from Waldhof Mannheim. Can't criticise them at all. Schnatterer with the opener just after the half-hour mark, when Rot-Weiss Essen was starting to come forward a little more after a nervy start. The second goal, though, really killed the hopes of the home team. Malakovsky with a superb finish. Rossipal with the corner, driven towards him. It was hooked into the top corner. A cracker for 2-0. As Mannheim make a mockery of their poor away record, getting the third late on 84th minute. A classic counter-attack. Pledl playing the ball in for Martinovic. A great turn from him away from the defender. Then the flick with the back heel to Winkler. And it was a ruthless finish from the former Essen man. 3 much-deserved points, and much needed as well for Waldhof Mannheim, as the referee has had enough for the day. So have the Rot-Weiss Essen fans, as it's 3-0 to Waldhof Mannheim. And I will say thank you very much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and it is goodbye from me.